of life on Earth and interpersonal relations, about global warming, lack of water and deforestation, etc., etc.
Nice, nice, very
Thank
nice.
you. The next person, Monika Pawlikowska. I see you.
Hello, hi, I'm Monika Pawlikowska. I live in Toruń. I've been teaching English in Obrowo. It's a small school in a village. And I just want to help my friends. And this is it. Thank you.
Are other people from Obrowo?
Yeah, the headmaster, Mr. Piotrowski.
Yes.
So please introduce yourself.
Hello.
I can. Dorota. Yeah, Dorota. Oh, I see on the left on my screen. Sorry.
Hello, my name is Przemek.
Przemek, I can hear you. It's okay now.
It's okay.
It's okay?
It's back. Yes, please.
Yes.
Can you just repeat your what you said, because we lost you for a second?
You are from Obrowo School. You are a teacher?
Yes.
Headmaster.
I'm from Obrowo School. Monika Pawlikowska and Marcelina Mazur, this is my team today. I teach chemistry and IT technology. Thank you.
Okay, nice. Do you have a presentation for today? Do you present what you would like to do in your school?
Yes, we have a presentation. Marcelina has prepared it, so we'll present it, of course.
So the next person, introduce Marcelina Mazur yourself. Please turn on your mic.
Okay, so I'm actually a student in Obrowo, and I'm here today with all of you guys to show you my presentation, which I prepared. So.
Okay, good.
Okay, Marcelina, what is your age? What class are you in? What class?
I'm in 8th grade. So I am, yeah, so I am 15 years old.
Very nice, very nice. Welcome. We are very proud to have you. We're very glad to have you.
Thank you.
Okay.
So the next person, which I see him, Beata Zarumna. Can you hear me?
Yes, good evening. I'm the teacher in Lithuania, in Šalčininkai. And as I told you last session, I'm here because prevention is better than intervention. And I'm here to gather some ideas. And if I can add any ideas from my side, I will be also very happy.
Good. Ania Rolak.
Good evening. Yes, I'm here with our headmaster Paulina Kaczmarczyk and with Ania Jura and Kasia Kalmus. And I'm an English teacher in a primary school in Konstancin Jeziorna. And we're going to, well, first take part in the project for the first time. And we have some ideas. Unfortunately, we haven't prepared an online presentation, so we can present on our project, well, ideas for the project orally.
Okay, nice.
Okay, very good. Orally is good enough, so long as you have an idea. This is what's important. It doesn't have to be in a presentation. Okay.
All right.
So now Ania Jura, please. Turn on your microphone. Unmute yourself.
My name is Ania Jura. I'm a geography and math teacher in Konstancin Jeziorna in primary school. I am here today with Ania Rolak and with our headmaster Paulina and with Kasia Kalmus. And as Ania said, we had some ideas what we want to do, but we don't have any presentation to show you.
Come again, you don't have what?
Could you repeat, please?
We didn't understand what you said. So you said you have a few ideas, but...
We got ideas what we want to do in the project, but we don't have any presentation.
Very good. Don't worry about the presentation. It's very good that you don't have a presentation. This way you can talk to us. And it's very good. Okay.
So the next person is Paulina from as a master of the school, yes? From Konstantin. Oh, it's on. But your video is off. We can't see you. Oh, so the next person from school from Konstantin. Okay, let's was introduced. Okay, Bogdan Żejmo from Rotary Club Warsaw Konstantin. Would you like to introduce yourself? You are working with a school from Konstantin. Good, Bogdan Żejmo is okay. And now it's an Ania Wieczorek from Warsaw.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm from Warsaw, but I represent the Canadian club from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And I'm the author of books for children, English books for young children, and recently the series for global reading. And I'm here to find maybe some ways of cooperation between you guys and maybe Canada. So I'll be listening, and I'm sure we will find some ways to do things together.
Okay, excellent, Anna. We are glad to have you.
I've been here once, then I missed one meeting, and I am back.
Okay, right. This is my question, you know. So you are from Canada, from Edmonton, and you are now in Poland?
Well, I am Polish. I live in Poland. I live in Warsaw, but recently I have moved my membership to Canada. So I am an online member, but I am settled in Warsaw.
Okay, so you are half Canadian, half Polish.
Half Canadian, half Polish. You could
Excellent,
say.
very good. And do you have any association with schools in Canada?
Well, I online association at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so we will work on that, but you're welcome. Very nice. We're glad to have you. And we have Canadian clubs from Willowdale near Toronto supporting the program. So by all means, we're glad, and we will be glad to.
It's quite a distance to Toronto from Edmonton, but well, Canada is all about distances, but no distances today, Zoom meetings, etc. Okay,
right.
Nice
One
to see
thing
you
about
guys.
Canada for sure, it is very, very big. So we know. Good. Okay. Welcome, Anna. All right. Who is next?
Who is next? On Arek from Płock.
Hi, everyone. I am a trainer, and I teach a young employee, also students, how to work safe. Today, I would like to show a little project, how to use water like a hydro energy store, and I would like to explain this idea for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. So the next person.
We are very happy with that. That would be a lovely experience. Good. Good.
Paula on
good.
iPad.
Okay.
I do not see you, but I know that it's your name, Paula, or from on iPad.
Okay, Paula, we are listening to you. Paula is here with her iPad, but her microphone is muted. So you want to unmute your microphone to speak to us, Paula. Maybe it is not Paula, maybe it's her. Okay, so when you.
So,
okay, I asked her.
Is Dorota's, I think that everyone was already introduced. At least we know that they are from Lithuania.
Very good.
Is anyone who would like to introduce himself? Sorry? Raise a hand, please. Oh. Okay. Dorota Wasilkiewicz, sorry.
Yeah, it's good. Okay. I'm a gym teacher in a secondary school, Warsaw school. I'm also a supervisor of the student council, and also I'm a member of the association Together for Bielany. It's founded by our major of district. It's the most green Warsaw district. Also in school, we have a lot of ecological actions like stop plastic, drink top water, and segregation of rubbish. With me today, it's my student, Marianka. She's in a first class, and also she's a member of student council. Marianka, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, I can. Hello, I'm from.
It's Marianka Podczawska.
Yes, I'm.
Mariana, please go ahead and speak to us because we heard Dorota, but Dorota's microphone has a little noise with it. So we may be able to understand you better, Mariana. So you need to present Dorota as well.
Yes, so I work with Ms. Dorota in our school council. I'm the member of it, and I would like to listen our meeting today. And I'm a first year of high school.
All right, very good. Okay, so what is your age group?
I'm 15.
15, very good. Excellent. The best age in the world. You know, from us old people, you are lucky. Okay, very good. Welcome, Mariana, and thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Okay, so we have a big plan for today. We want to actually listen to you mostly. We will briefly, you know, in 2 minutes, go over a wonderful presentation that Marianne has presented in English, in Polish, which basically is the program which you will be able to understand. Of course, he will send it to you so you can read it yourself, but we will just go briefly over it for the ideas of the program, and then we will get into the ideas for the project that you want to present. So I will share the screen for a minute, and we will do some quick things here, but I want to dedicate most of the time to you so that you can show us what you have in mind, and we can support and consult. And so this is in brief what we have here. And so do you see the pictures all right, Ram? Is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, it's clear. It's
Very
clear.
good. Okay, so it's the Hand Across Water Twinning program, and we have the whole outline of the program and the step-by-steps and the processes, so you can read, and I don't want to read over the whole thing, not that I can read Polish like this that very well, but the important thing is that on the 22nd of March, we will have the International Water Day, and everybody will present their work, and we want to be able to do some twinning until then, from say the middle of February. So we want to actually do the research work this month and to start to make the twinning in the middle of the month of February, and then in March to upload the content into a graduation event, which will be virtual. So there is a website that we are developing to support that. So that's basically the outline of the program, and it involves various subjects of sciences and both basic problem learning and so forth. So it's very much PBL, and it focuses on water, like pumping and water reservoirs of energy and pumping water and pumping energy, quality of water and so forth, the resources and the future. So we are worrying, you know, about the challenges and about the solution. The idea is that we can build STEM projects, either do it with sophisticated equipment like Lego, but we can also use very simple equipment that I will show you. If you use Lego equipment, you can do some programming. The NewLog sensors that we offered is very cheap, and it's available on the internet. You may have other equipment to use. This is very nice because it plugs into the cell phones, and it's very affordable, and we can guide you on how to use it. And it's on chemistry and physics and all the equipment. And, you know, they plug in one like this one to the other and then to the computer, and you could download the files and do the research and draw the graphs and all that. So it's very nice laboratory at a very affordable price. And if you build with Lego, you can build desalination facilities and plant and recovery and water provisioning. We of course treat the water reclamation, which is a lot of biology and physics, and how we use it for irrigation, how we save water at home and use aerators and other devices, monitoring the consumption and use it wisely even on the toilet, like you see here. So these are chapters that we can show you. Of course, the water supply system, especially as you see here on the right, which is a little pump and a testing assembly that we did, it simulates a water tower and pressure as you have in real life. So you can go to real life and actually see it and go into more sophisticated device like this. And these are very elaborate and so forth. But you can buy a little valve like this very cheap for maybe $20 or something like this and demonstrate it. And this is something we do. And you can look at ancient water supply system, which I'm sure you have in Poland with some museum and stuff like this, and analyze the working in a physical manner precisely with the mathematics that we can involve. And you see, this is the graduation event which we use as inspiration for what we now want to do virtually, so that every group of students can present their work, they can have a little video clip, and there will be a Zoom arrangement where visitors from all over the world can come and talk to the students. And we will have a time slot available for every school to present, and people from all over the world can come and knock on the door, virtually, and speak to the students who will be there. So there will be a poster, there will be a video clip, and there will be the work of the students, and they will be available to answer questions. And of course, your students will be able to also present their work and to visit other schools. And then we will have a whole big presentation of the project with prizes and all that, as you see in this big hall in the Technion. Now we will do this virtually with Rotarians from all over the world following us. And you will present posters like this. We will give you a template, and every group can feel like they are in the graduation event. And this is how we connect them to real world challenge. So we tell them about the project and they see water technology that come to town. And I'm sure there are water technology exhibitions in Poland as well. And so the students think about how to solve it, and they present their solutions in English to Rotarians from all over the world. And this is really very exciting. So as you can see, it's a very nice project. And thank you very much, Marianne, for presenting this. And the idea is that we want to, at the end of the day, have the children become more aware of the challenges. Now, we have a lot to show you. We don't want to waste the time now. I just want to show you one thing that is important that I showed you last time, but for those who didn't see it, we have, let me see. Yes, can you, let me see if you can see this window. Hold on a minute. This is a demonstration that I want to show you, but I first, yeah, okay. So maybe we will do this later. This is a demonstration of a pump, but I think we will stop now and let you present some of the works and the challenges that you have, and we will come back to these slides later. I would say let's move over now and to listen to you, to your schools and your presentation, and we will be more focused to help you, and then we will show you some more slides. So go ahead, Marianne, who is starting?
Who would like to start? I think that the school from...
I would like to start, Arek.
Arek would like to start? Yes, beautiful.
Yes, yes.
Welcome.
Okay.
Arek, do you need to share the screen with us?
Yes, okay.
Yes, you can.
You see? You see now my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, because I am electric.
I don't see your screen. Ram, do you see the shared screen?
Yes,
I see. I can see it. Yeah, very nice. It's very nice. Go ahead.
Because I am an electric engineer, I have an idea how to combine three energy sources, wind turbine, solar system, and hydro-water pump to use, like a water hydro storage for energy. When the renewable sources produce energy, as a wind or solar, we used to pump water uphill during times of the low demand. It will be especially in the night, low demand. And next one, when the energy we need to more after day, when demand increase or wind solar production drops, water runs downhill from upper reserve, bottom reserve. In this case, we use generator like a turbine and pump. One will be pump water to top reserve, and the water runs downhill. It will be generator. The main energy sources for this solution is a wind turbine.
So the wind turbine, when the electricity is available from the wind turbine or the solar cells, then it pumps water, and then you store the water in the reservoir. Okay, okay.
Yes, this is a very good idea for young people, how to use water like energy storage, and how to save this water in this loop, and especially in process production energy in company also like me. And I teach young students how it's work and how work safety in this project like this.
Yes. Okay. All right. And so what have you done on the idea?
This is only idea now, but I think
only the idea.
I can use a Lego project.
Yes.
Young students teach programming and
very good. Okay.
Water and how energy is production generally.
Very good. Very good. And do you have Lego components that you can build this?
Not yet, but I think it will be by in my new project from volunteer program, and I would like to do this in school.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So, but in order to build it in school, the students have to be in school. Do they come to school now because of the corona, or you do it from remote? Are the students coming to school now because of the coronavirus?
It will be place in school, in classroom, I think. And I buy these components, builds everything.
But Alec, a question of the situation now with the COVID virus now. Do the students come to school in these days?
Maybe not this day, but in the future, yes, of course. I think it will be a problem. This is a future idea. And
okay, so let me tell you, I understand, Alec, it's a very nice idea. So here is what I suggest as a response. First of all, it's a very nice concept because it addresses an inherent problem which is referred to as the water energy nexus. There is always need for energy when you treat water. And of course, when you treat energy, you also use a lot of water with steam and so forth. So it's very nice to work on a combined problem like this. You can build this, but I can tell you.
No, I don't think so. I use a wind ventilator. It will be move the wind turbine and generate energy.
Right. So
it will be very simple.
Yes, it is very nice, very, very nice. And you can build various configuration. And let me share with you our experience. The turbine and the photovoltaic cells and storing energy is okay. And if you store the energy with a battery, with a rechargeable battery, it's okay. You can turn a motor with it and so forth. That is okay. You can pump water and bring it high to a reservoir. This is also okay. Where is the challenge here a little bit? Trying to turn a turbine around and to generate water is not trivial. Whereas everything else works nicely, in order to move a generator effectively so that you can generate electricity, even if it's a very small motor and a very little power produced, you still need a lot of elevation, a lot of water. That aspect of the water coming down and generating electricity is not trivial. So if you want to try this out, you may want to play around with it yourself and see that that part of it is working so that the students are not disappointed. Generating the electricity with a turbine and all this works nicely, so you don't have to worry about it. Producing energy again from this, it is a little more challenging. We can send you more background on what we tried, and you can do it if you have a motor with a pump combined completely with another motor and a generator, so you have high pressure, so in this case it works right away. But when you try to make this with gravitation, you need a lot of elevation, 30, 40, 50 meters maybe of pressure to be able to produce enough pressure for this to really be working, because 10 meters is only 1 atmosphere and 1 bar is not enough to really make this move in an effective manner. So you want to play around with it a little bit and try this out and make sure that this works. It will produce a little power, and it is okay to demonstrate the principle, but I would worry about this, make sure that this works. Now, in terms of the being at school or not, remember, we want to be able to present something in February. So because of the coronavirus and the situation, and until you will get vaccination in Poland and so forth, it may be some time, and you may be able to have students in school only later, in March or, April or May. And so you may not be able to complete the project for the presentation, but this is okay. You can still go to the training process and the final graduation with this idea, with the design, and you do some training for the students with some background material that you can find on the internet. Some of it we have. And so you can do the preparatory work. And then by the time you get to the end of February, you can present a presentation on a poster of the idea or of what you were able to accomplish. And it doesn't necessarily have to be completed. If you build it yourself as the teacher to try, you can share the results with the students. But what I'm saying is, because of the COVID situation, don't concern yourself with the fact that you have to complete the project to present it. Start to prepare a little presentation of the idea. Maybe, is it done anywhere in Poland? What are the plans about it? So you can research the subject without building it actually and present, and don't wait for the last minute. That's what I would recommend. But the idea itself is lovely, very valid, very educational. You can teach physics from it, and even geography of where are the conditions with enough wind and what have you. A very nice idea.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, all right. Professor Koczynski, who is next?
The next, I think, with the school close to Toruń.
May I say a few words, please?
Yes, please. You are welcome.
Obrowo is situated near Toruń, and Toruń is situated more or less in the middle of Poland, rather north, but in the middle and not far from the main Polish river Vistula. And I'm, as you perhaps remember, a member of Rotary Club of Torun, and I am proud to have the privilege to collaborate with Obrowo School as a Rotarian. And this school has already prepared the project. I would like you to present it right now.
Okay, thank you. So it was
excellent. We're glad to hear it.
So,
Marcelina, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay, so we can start.
So, as I said in the beginning, I prepared a presentation, and I prepared this presentation, and it's on water consumption, which is a really important topic, because even though we have 70% of water on Earth, in the future we might run out of drinking water. Of course, this is, I think, non-optimistic vision for future, but it will happen if we won't care about it. So I have a small presentation and I will show it. So I will share my screen if it will open. So yeah, okay. Let me know if you can see it.
Yes, we do.
Yes,
okay, so Mother Earth is calling us again, water consumption. Without realizing, not everyone has awareness of how much water we use without knowing that. To avoid it, we should. We should focus on changing our habits by using shower instead of bathtub or turning tap off while brushing teeth. We can save a lot of liters by that. Checking technical condition, because leaky flushes and dripping tap water causes financial losses during the year. Buying modern devices, because modern washing machines and washers use less water than the old ones. Why do we have to save water? We have to save water because of many different reasons. The main reason is the world's drinking water resources are not endless. So many reasons. Despite that, we know the main reason. We also must. Can I? Oh, I messed up. I will go back to this slide because I went too fast. We also must care about the financial side, so water bills should encourage us to save water. In conclusion, the more water we use, the higher bills we pay, unfortunately. Rivers and wells are drying up, but what about taps? Tap water isn't infinite. This is a photo of Wisla, which was taken in April, as you can see, 2020. What if all lakes and rivers dry up? Will water still be in taps? Of course not. None of that is infinite. Let's take a look at Poland. Poland is not a country where there is too much water for each person, but even that reality didn't give us a clue that we may run out of water until July 2018, when it turned out that taps are dry. The photo of Vistula from April 2020 are terrifying. So there's an example right here. So what can we do? Obviously, rainwater. Rainwater can be used too. Shall we use the rainwater or not? That is the question. Rainwater is a soft water. That's why it's perfect for doing laundry, and the detergent foams better than in hard water. So buying pricey detergents is no more needed. Besides that, rainwater is also perfect for watering plants. Why? Because it doesn't include chlorine and other harmful elements. It's also pretty good for washing cars because it doesn't leave smudges. It is also a source of big saves because it allows to limit consumption of water from water pipes. Rainwater harvesting system in sanitary installation of buildings. As you can see, we already use rainwater. These are these are percentages of using rainwater for every sanitary device according to the side, which is down below here. How much water do we usually use? We use a huge amount of water on doing daily things like making laundry, washing dishes, etc. A statistic person uses approximately 125 liters of water during the day, so it's huge amount. This is how much water we spend in liters during the day. Of course, according to another site, which is here, next to the I forgot the word, but I think you know what I mean. So. Our school tested the water quality in the Osiek Lake. Osiek is nearby Obrowo. The results are results from 2 days. So you might see it. And class 3, which is here, purity class. Water in this purity class can be used as a source of water supply for industrial factories, except these for which purity class 1 and purity class 2 is required. It can be also used for irrigation of agricultural and horticultural areas. So thank you for your attention. It's
very nice, Marcella. Beautiful, your beautiful presentation. Bravo. So you prepared this presentation by yourself with your classmates?
No, all alone, just me.
Oh, all alone, okay. Very good. Well, your English is perfect and the presentation is very interesting and you have a very broad view of the whole thing. I can tell you that you make a wonderful presentation. And I can give you only one tip that, you know, when you have a lot of words on the slide and you read it, people cannot follow. So you can use less words on the slide and you can speak freely. You see, what happens is, you know the subject. So initially you need this as you did, but later on you have such wonderful English and you have the self-confidence that you can talk and look at the camera and just try to tell the story. And maybe you will make a mistake here and there, but the mistake will only help you because it will be very authentic. So you talk to the people, to the camera, and you will come through. And in order to do that, what you can do to improve your capabilities, which are very, very impressive for a 15-year-old girl, you can try this out with YouTube. You can take a picture of yourself and view it later on the video, and you will see and you will improve. So first time you do it with the slide, and then you memorize it by heart, and then you tell the story. And remember, when you tell the story, you have a message. So you speak very fluently. When you read, it is obviously that you read. So it's like someone else is speaking. So even though you prepare the presentation, if you will present it verbally from your memory with the slide with maybe 1 or 2 lines only and a beautiful picture like your slides are, you will be telling a better story. You will come through better. When you do that, you want to watch out that you stay in time, because you were perfect in terms of timing now. And when you don't have a slide, you may take longer time. But when you do this practice and you eventually can make this presentation in 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, verbally, it is by far stronger because people can see you and your eyes are in contact. Your English is perfect. And then it is obvious that you prepared the presentation. So go for it. You are heading to become top-notch, very, very good. And of course, you want to share it with your classmates. So even though you made it, you want to present it to your class, to present it to your teachers, maybe have a contribution from them. And so the presentation becomes a presentation of the entire class, even though you lead the way. And maybe you can have someone else share with you the presentation and show them. But you're doing wonderful, really very, very impressive.
Thank you very much.
Excuse me, Marcelisa, isn't it so that the experiments with the water from the lake were done by the group of students, not only by you?
By the entire class.
No, yes, they were, I mean, of course, group of students took that test, yes, with our teacher.
You already prepared the presentation.
Yeah.
All right. So what you want to do is you want to have another slide with gratitude and thanks and recognition of everybody's contribution, including maybe the Rotary Club and the teachers and all that. So it puts the whole thing in perspective. Beautiful. Now you have another challenge. This is a presentation that is very good for a video clip, which you can make, and you can try to make it in maybe 3 minutes. But you also want to present one poster where you present the whole thing on one page, big page, that you can put on the wall and that people will be able to see. So there you can put a couple of pictures, a very few sentences, don't overburden it. And when people come to your booth, you do the same thing. You talk to them like you did in the presentation, but instead of being supported by a presentation, you are supported by a board which has a poster on it, and you talk and explain the poster. And the idea about the poster, a few pictures, very little words, and you are there to speak along with it.
Okay, thank you. I'm taking
Very
your advice.
Excellent
really,
work. Very,
really...
very impressive. Anna, excellent group. I'm glad that you support them.
I did nothing. I'm just proud and happy that I may present them.
Well, you are there and you expect and you set the expectation. That's what's important. Very good. Very good. Okay. Mariam, who is next?
Who is going to be next? And a volunteer, please raise a hand like that. Who is, there was a group with some ideas about the project.
Oh, we have
yes,
Anya. Anya raises her hand. Anya, we want to listen to you.
All right. Well, actually, we were told that our program will last till March 2023. So we've had a lot of ideas because we just brainstormed and we focused on our target group would be like class 6, and they at the moment they're 12 years old, and we would like to work with those 3 classes. And we were planning to actually start the whole project on the 22nd of March this year, because we're still online and we don't know when we are going to come back to schools. But if we have to start earlier, I think that we could do some ideas. I mean, could be conducted online as well. Well, the beginning would be just kind of presentation that would inform our students of the project. We would like to present the project to them and maybe do it through some multimedia presentation and then conduct some workshops if we come back to school. If not, we'll just do the workshops some other time. And we could also like brainstorm the ideas. I mean, the first part we wanted to be like a fine art competition on the topic water has many names. So before the competition, we would like the students to brainstorm the ideas of how they understand it. And then they could actually choose any technique they want, and they could prepare some projects and some posters maybe, and hand it in. And then, of course, there would be some kind of how to say it? Okay, we would present the projects in our school, right? And if we come back, and if not, we could make kind of exhibition online on our website. We know that we are going to cooperate with the 2 schools from Lithuania, and we have already, let's say, said hello to them. And during the whole project, we'd like to focus on how to save water, what we can do to what we can do to I see, and now I got stressed because we haven't prepared the presentation, and I wrote down everything, but there are so many things, and it's like too many things to say. During the whole project, we'd like students to basically to learn about water, about the oh God, okay, maybe I could read. Well, we've got like 9 points that we could talk about. Water in various states. We would like to conduct some workshops on that for the children. And then they could also take part in that. Colors of water.
To conduct a workshop, you will have to be in school.
Yes, that's why I'm thinking of this whole period of 3 years, right? So during the 3 years, because we were told that we could actually plan the project for 3 years.
Sure. There's no problem with that at all. But I tell you what I suggest. This is perfect. You can think long term, and that's very, very good. But you may want to do something very short, maybe even on Zoom, or just a study or a preparatory work, or think of an idea, or maybe even just study a list of challenges, and just present that. What, for instance, I'll give you an example. If you just do a little research among the students and all that, what do they know of the water challenge in the world or in Poland? Just do a little scan and present, 2, 3, 4 slides of what do children know about the water challenge in Poland now. So after you work for a couple of months, when they come back to school, how did their knowledge improve? So you have a starting point. And in fact, this would be very nice. We have Batul Salman here with us, who is starting to do a research on the impact of the work with students. So a starting point that just reviews of what do children know today of the challenge as a beginning. And then you do the project and so forth. And at the end of the year, and maybe at the end of next year, you take another survey like this and ask them, what do they know now? Of course, they will know much more. So even just doing that and setting that as a purpose to affect their knowledge and monitor it along with the project that you do. But you look at the result would be very interesting. And if you do that, you can produce a result even for today, for the 22nd of March, saying, what do students know about water now? If we ask them unprepared. And so you prepare a questionnaire, or you do a Zoom session, they give you some answers, you collect it, you look at the statistics and how many students know how much water is consumed, where is water coming from, is there a challenge, is there not a challenge, and all that. So even that is enough, and you have a good starting point. And this just shows that you are very serious about spending 3 years and doing more projects and all that. So I would recommend, think in terms of what you can produce in very short term that is valuable and doesn't necessarily include a very detailed research long time. That is okay.
Yeah, there's one thing that seems very interesting to us because it's water footprint, and we were actually thinking about asking, well, first of all, informing students about that, and then asking them to calculate such water footprint for their households. And it's really easy, and it can be done in just a few minutes. And we could also present the data in some kind of chart.
Water consumption at home was exactly the kind of research we used to start with. All of our programs way back in the past began this way. So students, so it's a very good approach. And then you can even do a little statistics, and you compare between the students and numbers. So all of a sudden you have an Excel table and some statistics, and what is the average, what is the variance, and all that. So it's very interesting. You can certainly do that. But the important thing is do something short that is part of the overall program, but that you can produce results quickly, so that you come and you do the twinning with something to show. Excellent, very good. Anita, thank you for joining us. Thank you for presenting this idea. And all right, very good. Okay, so who is next now?
I think that still there are 1 or 2 volunteers who would like to make some presentation. Oh, yes.
Yeah, we have Dorota and Mariana, and so we can certainly listen to them. All right, go ahead.
Hi, actually, my camera is off. Actually, we have a presentation.
Dorota, I have to stop you. Your microphone is very poor. It's not working.
Okay.
So, or you speak directly to the
now
microphone.
It's better.
This is much better.
Now it's better.
Yes.
Yes,
okay.
it was very definitely.
Try to use this one. Actually, we don't have any presentation, but I try to tell you something about what we want to do in our school. First of all, we want to make people aware how many liters of water using to production one t-shirt, for example. We want doing a project in every classes. Like we plan to announce an art competition, like photo and pictures about every kind of water around us. Our students like doing photos. That's why it's gonna be good for them and interested. Second part is gonna be make a video about water and ways to obtaining water. We will be cooperate between teachers to talk about how it's important and using this time in curricula. All of this will be uploaded on our Facebook, school Facebook and YouTube. We want also invite our major to cooperation. Also, we have an idea to show how to recover drink water from seawater, like a survival way. It's like using fire, boiling water, and plastic bottle.
Okay, various ways like, to desalinate.
During boiling water, we give steam. And we can catch the steam to the special cut of a plastic bottle, and the steam has to liquefy, how to say, like to
liquefy.
And the steam has
melt
to
the plastic.
liquefy on this plastic bottle, and drops gone to the jar, and you can drink. Usually you need to use a lot of water and waiting for this, but it's still you can recover it.
Recover the plastic,
seawater for the drink water. It's our plan. Also,
Dota, I'm not sure you need too many projects. You know, you want to
say something about rainwater. Yeah, Marianka.
Yes, I would like to say about rainwater that we are interested about. Or maybe it's about time that my voice has to go.
Are you hear her?
Oh yeah, we can hear you perfectly, yes. Mariana. So maybe Dorota, the problem is in your speakers.
Okay.
So we are interested about rainwater and using it in our like daily thing, and it's about working together and making plans with our students, my friends and teachers. So we are about this discussion, and we would like to focus on one way about it, yeah, with all of our community of our school.
Okay, and when do you think you will be working on it? Because you are now away from school, so you will be doing it from home?
Yes, we don't have a problem with online school. We are working quite good right now, and we have our meetings of council, and we will do it, I think, good.
Very good. Okay. Okay, so you think you will have something ready to show maybe in 2 or 3 weeks' time, in the middle of February? You can put your daughter, you can put your speaker back on the earphone so you can hear, but when you speak, you can take it away. Okay, so
I don't think she can hear us.
Okay. So, Mariana, this is a nice idea, but you know, it could take a long time. So you may want to make sure that you can produce a result in time. So make, you know, even if it is only the plan, it is okay. But make sure you have something to show in 2 or 3 weeks' time, and then even if it's only the plan.
I didn't heard anything.
Okay. Do you hear us now?
Yes, now, yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay, very good.
Did you hear
so
me?
What we said to Mariana, that it's a very nice plan, but it's going to take a long time. So what we suggest is that you also make something short or in a presentation of maybe your plan and what you maybe part of the work, so that you can present it like, you know, towards the end of February and be able to be ready in March to do the twinning and the graduation, and you don't have to have the complete research or project finished. And then you have time, because when you made a presentation and the poster and you upload it to a website that we will prepare, and you still have time to go back and complete the research. It also teaches you something about working. You said you don't have any problem with working on Zoom, which is lovely. It's one thing that the coronavirus has taught us, to function over digitally, and I think it's a huge upgrade for your generation. Now, another thing that is important to understand, as we saw and we spoke to the students before, and that is this business of working together in a team. Now, if you work together in a team, a lot of people are doing a lot of things. So you can worry about presentation and maybe take a small part of the work and present it. Other students can still continue the research and complete it, and other students can look for what you will do next, you know, maybe next year even, and so forth. So you don't all focus on one thing, and it can be done in parallel, And when you do that, then you can accomplish and reach the end with a product, because you don't want to reach the final event where all the schools are there from all over Poland and all over Europe and America and Israel, and everybody presents something and you don't have everything in your hands, although you did do some work along the line. So think about it and prepare something temporary, in the middle of the way. And it also develops your thinking in terms of management of projects in real life. One of the things that what we do here is that it is not that teaching and learning mathematics or physics on the blackboard with a class and maybe a homework and exam, which regular schooling. We are doing different. We are in real world projects and working together in teams with people from around the world and so on. And now you have a deadline. The deadline is 22nd of March. So you have to take that into account and work with it. And this is a wonderful education, wonderful experience. And you will find out with your friends in school that learning to work together towards a goal like this and collaborating with students around the world is very rewarding. So you will enjoy it. All right, great. We're holding our hands for you, and it's going to be all right. Thank you very much, Dorota. You're doing wonderful work preparing these great students.
But I'm not sure, did you heard me or not?
We heard you very well.
Yes?
When you took
okay, because I didn't know, no.
Yeah, we heard you very well.
Okay.
No. So is anyone else who would like to say a few words before we say goodbye? And we just, okay.
Yes, we have Anna. Anna wants to tell us something.
I would like to ask you about the twinning, because as you've noticed, the school from Obrowo is pretty advanced in their project, and they are willing to have partners to exchange the...
Absolutely. So, Ram, you want to talk a little bit about the partners? We have prepared, we have a list of partners. We didn't know that we will have so many schools, and we are very glad. So we will have partners for everybody. But yes, we have already partners ready, and we will start the twinning process. We were not sure whether today, but this is why we asked Batul. Batul has 3 schools in Jerusalem, girls' schools and a boys' schools, and she actually did already do some of the research and studied water quality, and she is now doing a wonderful research on the coronavirus, and so she will have a lot to tell you. And next time, we can do that, and you will be able to work with her, so you can be working with Jerusalem. We also have another school in Ramle. It just so happens that Batul, of course, worked with Arab schools, and in Ramle we also have an Arab school. The Arab schools in Ramle are Christian, they are Orthodox Christian. The schools in Jerusalem are Muslims mostly, but you will be able to team with them, and they have a number of projects that they will be able to show you. And we have other schools also ready to work with you. So yes, we will start the teaming in February, and you will meet the students, and their coaches are here with us so that they can learn. And yes, by all means, we will start to do that.
Thank you.
Very good. Okay. If you want, I can show you quickly a very simple test that we can do with some of the YouTube that we did, just very briefly, because it is very late already and we want to wrap up in a few minutes. So
Amnon, I think Dorota have a question or something to say.
Yes, go ahead, Dorota.
Yeah, about this twinning school. Any tips how to find a twinning school?
Come again?
Did I understand you? Did you understand?
They are ready. We are ready to be a twin school.
You are ready.
Okay, very good.
Yes.
Very good. Very
Oh,
good. We
cool.
will have a twinning school. We will have a twinning school for everybody. Don't worry. That is perfectly okay. Everyone will have a twinning class and will be able to work together to learn about what they do and to tell them about what you do. Send a presentation or a poster over. Have them tell you what they think and what they did, and you will tell them what you think. Yes, it is all ready, and all will happen in February.
Okay.
Amnon, just a little question. So there is no limit for the schools, I understand, right?
No, well, I'll tell you what, there was
How
no
many?
limit when we had, there was no limit when we had 1 or 2 schools and we wanted to have more. Now we already have a potential of 6 schools, 4 from Poland and 2 from Lithuania that we are in contact with. I don't think we can take more. I mean, 6 is 3 times more than what we planned. So I would not suggest to expand it now, but yes, by all means, the 6 schools that we were in contact with, including the schools from Lithuania, let's bring them in. But this is becoming a challenge because you see what happens is we want to hear every school and give them a little feedback and maybe a little advice. And so here the call is already, taking us an hour and a half by the time we're finished and so forth. So it's becoming very long. So I would not encourage more schools to come, and be active, but I would let Marianne control this because as the center player for Poland, and maybe have them join us for the future so that they can prepare and learn what it is. But as we are, this is wonderful. It took us some time to get to this audience, but it is wonderful to have 6 schools from Poland. It is a very large group, and I think we should try to make it as 6. What do you think, Marianne?
First question, 6 is enough for the people who are today attending our meeting? Or we need more than 6?
We've got 4, I guess.
Yes, so I think so. 2 for Poland.
Yes, we have 4 now. We have 4 now, but as we spoke,
and 2 for Lithuania. Yes, altogether 6 schools.
So the 6 schools are present here. Rama, are we having 6 schools here today?
I couldn't really follow. I'm not really sure. That's why I'm gonna have to follow the recording again.
Okay, so Maria, what do you think? How many schools do we have here now?
Okay, we are first.
Good.
Warsaw, 1 Warsaw, yeah.
Dorota is 1.
Dorota 1.
Anya is 2.
Konstantin.
Obrowo is second.
Right. So 3. So we have 3.
What about Arek? Is he a teacher?
Arek, right. So Arek is 4. So we have 4 now.
Is he teaching in a school?
No, but
No.
I'm not teaching in the school.
Exactly. This is not a school.
No,
you're
this is
not a school.
No. I am a trainer in a training center and I teach young employee in my workplace. This is not a school.
But you are not
I create volunteer projects for school, and if you want some help, I can do this.
Yeah, but there is no school there.
I organize little money, and every want for this project.
So, okay, so Marianne, this is our challenge for next time.
Maybe
to
my
make sure
idea.
that we understand exactly the schools, and maybe Anna will help you so that we know exactly who are the schools that we have now, and do we have the schools from Lithuania as well, because now we want to provide a twinning school for everybody, and we want to make sure that the schools are there. So, Anna, that would be very helpful if together with Professor Koczynski, you can come up with a detailed final list of the schools that we have. And if we have those 2 schools from Lithuania as well, it's okay. So 6 is fine. And so Bogdan, to your question, 6 would be okay because we already prepared for that. But I would not go over more than 6. And they would need to catch up with what we did by themselves with the presentation, because we don't want to spend time on the introduction phase again. So they will have to study the introduction from the presentation on the website.
I think, Amnon, I will be in touch with Marianne and Anna about organizing the list of schools that we have and all the appropriate contacts from there, the school faculty. Okay, Marianne and Anna?
Yes, I would like ask you to send me by email proposals and with a specific subject of your cooperation, like it was presented today, for example. So you know my email address. I am sending emails to you in the very safe way, according to the all rules to save your privacy, of course. So you you do not know to whom exactly I send my emails, but I know. So please send to me back information about the twinning. What kind of school would you like to twin with? What type? And what is your main suggestion for that cooperation with another school from abroad?
Very good. Excellent. That would be very
yes,
good.
So please,
okay, now
like
another thing in terms of. Okay.
I would like
another
to make
thing in terms of.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Marianne. Please continue.
I would like to make a list and to inform everyone about the proposals and to exchange the information also between participants. So
right, to share it among everyone.
Yes, we will share that information.
Very good.
So,
now,
so please write me by email with a very short information. Very, very short is enough. Then we will work on the subject and so on.
Okay, we will be in touch on this matter.
I see.
You
okay,
will
so
be.
I
you will
understand.
be sent email to Grażyna or to me?
To
from
Marianne.
Warsaw.
To Marianne and to Anna.
I think that you may just send me to directly, and I will be contacted. I am in contact with Grażyna.
You can have a contact with Grażyna.
Okay.
Probably she sent me this email also.
You may just initiate it.
Okay.
Okay. It's very important because I read now on the chat from Beta that says that we have 2 schools from Lithuania here. So we have 4 schools now, 2 of which are from Lithuania. So supposedly we should have 2 more schools from Poland. Very important. So we'll make some order in that. Very good. Okay. One other thing of bureaucracy and preparation, we need to decide when to make the next presentation. And you can tell me when would be a good time. I think now we need to do it more frequent. So maybe in 2 weeks' time or 3 weeks' time, so that we have time to prepare. And then, of course, when we meet again, we will present the twinning schools as well to you. So, do we think that 2 weeks' time is a good time, or 3 weeks, Professor Koczynski? What do you think?
It depends on participants. For me, I think that maybe that 3 weeks will be now.
3 weeks will be okay.
Yes. So
3 weeks.
11th of
3 weeks. Yes.
11th of February.
Okay, Ram, when is a proper date in 3 weeks? Tell us what the date will be. We want to keep it on Thursday.
Please, I have a question.
We have Poland took over Thursday, so Thursday is a Polish day.
So the 11th of February will be a Thursday, and that's in 3 weeks' time exactly. So I say the 11th of February on 8 p.m. The same time, basically. Your time, our time is 8 p.m. So at the same time.
So
okay, I will send this time. I will send you the link both to the recordings of this session, so you can see and summarize everything if you need, and also the link to the next Zoom session. I will be sending it via the email and the same email, and that's it for the 11th of February.
Okay, and also remember that. We will do the twinning there on that date, and we would love to see whatever draft presentations that you have. You can send it to us over the mail, and you can prepare a draft poster if you want, so we can give you some comments and feedback, and so you can try to work this. You can send to Ram, and we will start to collect it and give you some feedback so that you can present it, formally in our meeting to our twinning schools. And again, in the twinning schools, you will present yourself, the students, and the Israeli schools. Yes, Maria.
Yes, I'm not talking very much during our meetings, but I would like to help. I'm ready to help to everyone with the presentation of or with posters. So please contact me directly and send your proposals and ask questions how to make and something and how to improve and so on. So I am absolutely ready to help you.
I just wrote down also.
Very helpful.
I just wrote down my email address on the chat, so you can copy it. So you can send me the presentations as I'm suggested. And if you have any questions, any suggestions, if you need any help with it, I'm also available too. Anything else, Amnon?
And you saw already how beautiful Professor Goczynski is making presentations. So obviously he's offering to help. It's very meaningful. So you can rely on him, and I'm sure that will be very nice. And by the way, another little hint relative to making a good presentation and so forth. One of the tricks is to do some preparation, and one of the things you can do for the students, you know, Mariana and the other young students, you can present it to your friends, and you can use this as a rehearsal. So you can do the preparation, you do it on YouTube, you look at it yourself with your parents maybe, and your teacher, and when you are ready, make a presentation to your classmates, and they will give, and ask them to give you feedback. Don't just say everything is nice, but learn from it. So by the time you are prepared to meet other people, you are very well prepared. I can tell you a little secret. I learned to make presentation like this because I had to present it a lot and I had to review it a lot. So this is how you become self-assured and you can speak freely. So do those presentations, speak. It will polish your English. It will polish your posture and the way you present. And so use your friends, and that will help you very much. Okay, I think
polish our Polish.
I think
Yes,
we will start with.
That's a funny choosing of words, Amnon. The polish your English. זה בחירת מילים מצחיקה, polish your English.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Right. Excellent. Very good. We want the Polish presentation to be polished. That's very nice. Okay, very good. All right, so I think we will stop here and we will meet next time. I think unless if there is more that we want to address, but I think that we're all set. Do you want to see any more? We can show you more. Did we share with you our virtual visit to the desalination facility?
Yes, it was. Yes.
I did. All right. Very good. So we're not going to do this again. So very nice. We will see you next time in 3 weeks' time. Thank you very much. It's excellent work. Forgive us for the problem with the Zoom. I don't know what happened. We were preparing and we wanted to make it very polished and clean. We didn't succeed. Next time we will make it better. Okay. Good night.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.